Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Violet Evergarden episode 12. So this is late. um, I think this is the only series other than Seven Deadly Sins from this previous season that I was watching that is still going to be going on. I think this has another 2 episodes. I think it goes up to 14. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try not to, release the shows late this time. But I can't really make any guarantees right now because there's still a lot of stuff going on at the house. So I might not get stuff out on time again. But I'll do my best. Anyway, so last episode, excuse me, the company had gotten a request for one of the dolls to go down to, I can't remember the name of the city. However, it is or was the enemy that they were fighting in the war. It is still pretty dangerous to go down there because there's some like revolutionaries or something like that are still fighting with that country to, I guess, try to continue the war because they didn't like that they lost. I mean, no side likes when they lose, but these guys are taking it pretty badly. um, so he doesn't want to send Violet out there because he doesn't know what could happen. But she hears about the job and goes on her own. She takes her typewriter, goes down to the country that this is in, and then tries to get the post office, the mailing delivery service there, to drop her off by plane into the area that she needs to go. At first, they weren't going to do it, but she showed them a certain way. Like they were kind of on the same page, but he still didn't really want to do it, and she convinced him that it would be fine, and so they went. Unfortunately, the guy who was hiring her, his platoon was, I don't even know if I would call it a platoon. It was kind of a small, oh god, squad. They were doing a patrol, and they got ambushed by the enemy. Basically, all of them were killed. He was shot, basically mortally wounded. By the time Violet got down there, they were getting ready to finish him off. But she stopped them because she is, or was, a weapon for the military. And one of the guys that was in on this ambush knew who she was and told the rest of them, just put down your weapons. We're not going to be able to beat her. Let's just stop. And so she just tells him, it's time for you to leave. And he goes, all right. And they leave. And then she grabs the guy and takes him to a nearby cabin. Starts a fire, and because there's a fireplace, puts a blanket over him, is trying to get him warm, because of the loss of blood. He's starting to be cold. He's basically figured out that he's not going to survive. There's not enough time with the wound he has for the mail delivery guy that dropped her off to come back and take them back to the city where he can get help. And she's not a medic, so she doesn't know exactly how to fix him. But she doesn't even really type out the letter. Basically, she has him tell her what she wants her to type, and she is like she's got her hands up and typing like she is using a typewriter. So that, as she says, so she can memorize what it is that he wants to say, and she will be able to write it out later. So he has her write a letter for his parents, and then he has her write a letter to this girl. I guess they were childhood friends. She had confessed that she loved him before he left. And he was hoping to be able to go back and basically tell her how he felt as well, but that's not going to happen now. So he basically did it in the letter, apologized, and then he died. So she types out the letters later on, and then goes to the family's house to deliver the letters to both the parents and the girl. I can't remember her name. And let me see. They were devastated, obviously. But Violet was pretty devastated as well. She was trying to leave, but they were, saying thank you, for dropping off the letters, basically as they put it, bringing him home. And she apologized because she couldn't do anything to save him and actually bring him home. But she sends a letter to the company and tells them, everything's fine. I've done the job. I'm going to be on my way back. Just had to make a stop. And basically just let them know that she's okay. And that's basically where it ends. So this has been a pretty, except for a few episodes, episodic series. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do in this episode, like who she's going to write a letter for this time. So let's just get into this episode so we can see, or I can see, because I'm sure most of you have already seen it. Anyway, the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. Where I got this at? There we go. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.